You can do this. You're strong. You're gonna be fine.
I miss my kids. I miss my family, that I thought I had. I miss the husband.
It's soul crushing as a mom to know that you're about to flip your child's world upside down. It's really painful.
Welcome back, family. Today, we are going to review this 30-year-old woman who hits the wall so hard that she looks like she is 50 already. She decided to ask her husband for a divorce, thinking that he would fight for her. We will start with this clip, where she cries and regrets, realizing that this is real life. But I want you to hear when she states who really pushed her to divorce her husband. Let's watch.
I just went to court for the first time for this divorce, and that was brutal. I was not prepared for that feeling. And the craziest part is we're not even divorced. It was an emergency hearing to get our divorce reinstated because my ex answered the divorce too late, not within the time frame that he was supposed to, so our case got caught up in the system and dropped. So it was like 30 seconds, literally. We went before the judge, raised our right hand and said, yes, we still want this divorce to happen. But I was not prepared for the level of emotion that I was going to feel. It sounds so stupid, but all I could picture was walking into that same court building, doing what was necessary and filing the paperwork to get married and taking those stupid pictures outside the courthouse with our marriage certificate. It's like a death of an entire chapter of your life and what you thought was going to be your future. And I was crying so hard in the bathroom before the court hearing and having pep talks with myself like a toddler in front of the mirror, like, you can do this, you're strong, you're gonna be fine. And I couldn't hold it together. I walked outside the bathroom and the janitor saw me absolutely losing it. And bless that man, because I looked at him and I said, tell me something, anything good right now. And he just hugged me and said, everything's gonna be okay. And just, I think God sent you the right people at the right time. And I'm so grateful, and I know that he didn't expect that. But I got to learn a little bit about his story in the 5 minutes before the court hearing. And he ended up hugging me like 3 times just to get me to stop crying so hard. Anyways, I went inside and again, out of the blue, one of my best friends, who was originally the person that made me wake up throughout this process, and she sat me down and said, Mackenzie, what are you doing? You're only 30 years old. You have so much life to live. You don't deserve what's happened to you. You kids don't deserve this. Wake up. And she's partly the reason why I was able to see finally what was going on. She just texted me randomly about something completely irrelevant to what I was going through at that moment, sitting in the courtroom, waiting for the judge. And I asked her to tell me what I needed to hear to be strong and to get through this, and she did. But yeah, that first court hearing where you physically walk in the doors to get a divorce is brutal. It is brutal. I really thought that I was prepared for it. I was not. That was really hard. But I got through it. And it's just one more thing that I had to get through in this process to be free and to feel peace and to move on. But one thing I'm never gonna do is sugarcoat how rough that was. It was brutal. Having to look at your ex who you once pictured a life with, who you have kids with, doing kind of the final step to free yourself of each other is indescribable. It's really painful.
I always tell you that single women keep other women single. She said that her friend is the one who woke her up so that she could see that her marriage was not good for her. Her friend is probably single or divorced as well. Her husband really tried to save the marriage when his wife started to act like she didn't need him or want him anymore, following all these dumb social media and friends' advice. But she totally rejected all his effort of saving the marriage, and here is the proof.
So my soon-to-be ex-husband reached out to me today and asked me if we could have a talk about where I stand with our relationship. I don't know how to articulate that, like, this is my life without him, you know? Just peace, bliss. I'm good without him. All of my fears about the kids, the finances, the house, being able to take care of it all on my own, I feel like God has given me every situation and scenario lately to scare me, and it didn't. It strengthened me. He has given me so many opportunities to go back, you know, like for things that I didn't think that I could handle on my own. And I'm good. And now that I know my kids are gonna be okay, I'm great. Like, I do not need him, and I don't know how to nicely articulate that. I have never felt more at peace in the 6 years that we've been together than right now, alone, despite having to deal with all of the other challenges that have come my way this past 2 weeks. I truly am at peace, and I will do anything and everything to protect my peace till the end of time. No man will even come close to bursting my peace bubble ever again, ever. So I'd love to hear how I can nicely articulate that to him, because I don't really have nice things to say.
I am pretty sure that most of you felt the arrogance in this woman's tone of voice and attitude. Well, this is what happens when a woman starts to follow the trend of thinking that she can do better than her husband. And then, when her husband didn't beg her to stay and finally agreed to move on with the divorce, all of a sudden, this happens.
I am still in complete disbelief that this is happening. I actually went as far as to text him this morning and tell him that I don't think that I have the strength to do this right now. And I need your confirmation that this is happening. And he told me that it is too late. And yes, he wants the divorce. And you know, when someone betrays you like that, you want them to fight as hard as they possibly can. You want them to jump up out of bed and find you wherever you are and hug you and tell you that you're worth it. This family is worth it. And that they can't imagine a life without you. And he didn't do that. So I'm filing for divorce today, even though I am in disbelief that this is my life.
You just can't make this stuff up. She was the one throwing the divorce idea in her husband's face, saying clearly that she didn't want to be with him anymore. Now she is saying that it was all to see if her husband was going to beg her to stay, and when her husband agreed to proceed with the divorce, it was all his fault once again. And I heard this woman talking about betrayal. I've been searching her profile to try to find what her husband did, but I didn't find anything specific that she mentioned about the betrayal. She is always vague, and usually, when women do not say clearly what the issue is, it means that she was just bored and wanted to move on to something else. As usual, it didn't take long for the regret to start to kick in.
So I just dropped our 4-year-old off at school, and he has no idea what's about to happen. He slept in the same bed as his dad last night, like he does every night, and he said goodbye to his dad this morning. And his baby sister was in the window waving goodbye. And I'm grieving because I have to grieve that. I'm not gonna have that anymore. He's not gonna have that anymore. And as a mom who lives to protect and save and love their kids every day, all you ever want as a mom is to make sure that your kids are happy, healthy, and safe. And knowing that you can't shield them from the pain that they're gonna feel from this divorce is something that I can't even explain. It is one of the most debilitating, painful things I've ever experienced. All I want to do is scoop him up and tell him everything's gonna be okay. And even though I know I'm doing the right thing, it fucking sucks. And it doesn't feel good. It's so crushing as a mom to know that you're about to flip your child's world upside down. And you can't shield them from the pain.
Guys, this woman cried so much in her car that I had to shorten this clip. Now she is driving but still crying. Let's keep filling our cups with some more tears of regret.
You know what'll kill you in the middle of a divorce? It's feeling like you're blindsiding your kids. And they don't understand, and they're too innocent to know why mommy is doing this. I said it before and I knew it was gonna break me, but everything I fucking do is for them. Everything I do is for them. And one day they're gonna get it. But right now it feels really shitty. That heartbreak as a mom of knowing that this is going to impact them and you can't shield them from it. You can't protect them. Even though you know you're doing the right thing for the long haul and for their future happiness and my future happiness and their dad's future happiness. It feels fucking soul crushing. Like your world just it just fucking sucks. It fucking sucks so bad. All I ever do is make sure that my kids are happy and safe, and I can't protect them from this hurt. It's absolutely soul crushing as a mom. Oh, why does this feel like I am grieving a death? Literally feels like my soul, my heart has been crushed. Can't explain it, but it's an actual physical reaction to the pain. And I know that the hurt I feel is for a reason. And I know what I'm doing is for the better long term. But why does it feel so shitty?
What the hell does she mean when she says that she cannot shield their children from this pain and there is nothing she can do about it? Ma'am, you are the one hurting your own children by breaking your family. This woman doesn't want to take any accountability for her actions. She let social media and her friend influence her to destroy her family unit. And now that everything is done and reality starts to settle in, she is now doubting if she made the biggest mistake of her life. Check it out.
I can't function. I can't do it.
So I promised myself and you that I would be honest about this process. And honestly, I'm struggling. I think when you first make a decision, there's this rush of survival mode, and doing the hard things and making the calls, packing the bags, getting settled, and telling yourself you're doing the right thing. But now that the dust has settled a little bit, this self-doubt is creeping in. And I keep asking myself questions that I've been asking myself, which is, is this the hard that I want to choose? Because both roads are hard. But deep down, I know the damage is done. I know that there's no going back to any sort of normalcy with us that we had before. And still, that self-doubt is creeping in and fully taking me under right now. I miss my kids in a way that I can't even describe or put into words. I miss my family, that I thought I had. I miss the husband that I thought I married. And I don't think anyone prepares you for this part where you're past the breaking point, the dust has settled a little bit, and now you're questioning yourself. What if I had held on a little bit longer? All the while knowing the answer is it would end up in a fallout. Knowing that it was over, there's still self-doubt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is the modern woman for you. She can have everything she dreamed of when she was a kid, but it still won't be good enough for her. Fellas, pay very close attention to the kind of people your loved ones hang out with. Remember that women have the mentality of the herd. They are easily influenced by the closest people to them. So, my friend, do not forget to protect yourself at all times against these types of women. And above all, don't forget to keep your head up, focus on your goals, and everything else will follow. I love you, and I appreciate you for all your support. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and share to help push this content to more men in need. I'm out. Peace.